Hello, everyone. Um, More list reviews. I have a whole bunch of lists that have been piling up ever since I went on my trip to Spain. People have been sending me lists, and I am way behind. So this list is from Jared, and Jared has made a Finnish list, and let's go see what he's doing. So he has a 13 order dice, 999 points Finnish list here. It's the continuation wars list. For me, it doesn't, unless your event demands theater lists. I don't think you should go theater list with Finns. You might as well just use the generic reinforced platoon. It's just as good or better. And Garrett starts out with a regular lieutenant, 50 points. I think you could easily buy an extra man for this. It might be helpful, just to make him more usable. And then continuation war rifleman, and he has 8 rifles. He has 7 rifles and 1 light machine gun. Jared, for me, light machine guns are definitely not worth it. Yes, I can see that this might be a backline holder unit for you, but you have double Panzerfaust in the unit, and for me, double Panzerfaust speaks of going in and hunting enemy armor. And if you're doing that, you're not going to get benefits from your light machine gun. And at the same time, the light machine gun, it costs you 2 riflemen, and the rifles are what's really good with the Finns. So I think you should spare the points, use them for something else. Jakari, light infantry. Jakaris are really cool. They can have Panzerfaust, they can have submachine guns. I don't think they're the best choice for Finns. They are a good veteran choice, but there are better choices for the Finns, especially because the submachine guns doesn't work well with the Finnish national special rules. For me, the next squad that he is picking here, Jared, the Sissies are way better, way more useful than the Jikaris. I think you should cut down on the Jikaris, maybe buy an extra continuation war, regular rifleman instead, and stuff some Panzerfaust into that. The Sissies are really, really good, but again, I see no reason to buy light machine guns for them. That is a waste of points. The Sissies are really good with their rifles because they can go on ambush at the end of an advance, and the rifles, of course, get that +1 to shoot, which the LMG does not. So you're taking out rifles and sticking something that's worse in it for extra points. Not the way to go. Another thing that I will say here is both the Jakari unit here, the Jakari is an 8-man unit, the Sissies here are 6-man units. The reason why Jared does this is because you always want to have an even number when you're going Finns, because when you get to that halfway point, when you lost half your unit, you become veteran or super veteran, and that is really useful. So the sooner you get to do that, the better, which means going odd numbers, bad idea. So that's why he's bringing 6 men and 8 men in his units here. Then we have the Calcapaccio Long Distance Recon Squad, 5 men, 115 points. They have all the special rules. They're the best unit of the game. They are also the most expensive unit, and as such, I don't actually think that they're worth it. What will typically happen is they'll come on the board from the enemy's back line. They will shoot 1 piece of artillery, kill it, and then they are done because the enemy reacts and shoots them, and they're dead. So for me, the Calcapaccios are a point sink, which has very limited use in real life missions. So I think I would rather have a Sissy Recon unit more, and then make the Sissy Recon units all riflemen. And I think I would go 6 or 8 men with them, just because they're really useful, really good. Then we have a flamethrower team and a medium mortar with spotter, both of them pretty good. And with Finns, you need this extra manpower, you need the extra men and the extra order dice. You need the extra tools in your list as well, because most of your list is skirmish infantry. A piece of medium artillery, a howitzer. If you can get a spotter for that, I think you should. Then you could go and downgrade the medium mortar. And then a gas Jeep with a pin-mounted HMG. I don't think the HMG is worth it, but it can damage enemy vehicles, and there are a few things in the finish list that can. So in that respect, it might just be worth the points. And the Vickers 6-ton tankette, which is very, very good. It's the MMG tankette, 70 points. That is pretty good. Finally, Jared has a Comsom Olet with the forward-facing LMG. I know a lot of Finnish players who like this. It's a 35-point light machine gun in your back line. It is really good. It has a 6-man transport capability, but people don't often use that for anything. And then a half-track truck with a pintle-mounted MMG. Again, something you stick in your back line, or you can mount up your flamethrower and your Jikari light infantry with SMGs and just push them. So that is the list. Jared, that was my comments. Thank you for the list. It is really nice to see a good Finnish list here. There are things I would change, of course, but overall, I think you've gone really well and taken a lot of the good units that you can in the Finnish selection. Cheers.